everybody. How are you? Let's see here. I don't know, for some reason. Is the sound coming through at all? Is it coming through at all, you guys? Let's check real quick. So, hopefully everybody's had a good weekend here. I am checking my YouTube here. And let's see. All right. There, I guess. All right. Okay, I guess you can hear me. Cool. All right, you guys. It's just me for right now. And I just figured we'd sit and chit chat. Ashley couldn't make it today. I'm sure if she can make it in the chat, she might be able to do that. Otherwise, you're just stuck with me for today. A lot of cool stuff's happening. We've got the cameras. Me and Ashley ordered some cameras from Kickstarter way back with income tax. And they've come in. So, I mean, finally they came in. You guys seen a little unboxing I did about a week ago. And the one camera you can use, for some reason I have no audio in my headset. And I'm not sure why. I'll go to the chat here. Hello, Eric. How are you, sir? I'm glad you came by. You can hear me then? Yes. All right. Should be okay. So sorry about last week, you guys. Some things have come up that have just been, it's been a shit week. Let's put it that way. But here we are doing the podcast or the broadcast or whatever you want to call it. And I want to share with you guys the camera. Okay. Well, hello there, Mythos. How are you? I'm glad you guys can hear me just fine. I'm glad to see you guys show up. Again, I apologize about last week. There just was no way around it. But I can show you this week the cameras that me and Ashley had ordered from Kickstarter. They came in. Like I said, you guys have seen the one unboxing. So let me show you something. This is the box that comes in. And they're from MOVO. So these were the royal blue ones. We got two of them. The purpose was I could have one at this desk. Ashley could have one at her desk. Okay. And then take it from there. It would have been a little easier. And yeah, I'm sorry there. Oh, I feel bad, Mythos, because the show is an integral part of what I've tried to do over the last few years, and we've just always tried to make the show. Just, what can I say? Things sometimes beyond your control happen. Hey, Mini Warmut, how are you, sir? How are you? So I'll show you guys the difference in the camera. This is the Logitech CS90, right? And it's been a long time standby. So it's pretty good. Now this other one, I'll show you what it looks like set up, okay? Let's get this thing down. Let me show you. So bear with me. We're going to take a look at what this Kickstarter thing looks like. I believe it's this camera here. That's what it looks like there, okay? So it comes on a base. It plugs in. On the back, you got camera and lights. So this is a ring light. I think it lights up. See? It's LED. It's adjusting. You got your camera here. And I'll see what that picture looks like. But that's what comes in the box. Whoops. Sorry. So bear with me a second here. We'll go back to the other camera there. Let me show you the difference in what this MOVO looks like, okay? Just a moment. I know, this is a pain. There we go. Okay. So we're going to turn on that one from the Kickstarter. There you go. So this is it. This is the picture on it. You can, I don't know what you think there. It looks a little bit different, and maybe because of my lighting, but ooh, I can look at you and see what you guys are doing. Yeah, I'm glad you guys all showed up. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why it's showing 0. That's ridiculous. On YouTube, it shows 0 chats, but you guys are all chatting. So, I don't know. Who else joined there? So, Mini Warmut, how are you, sir? Frost and Fist. Taylor, glad you're here, Taylor. Glad you're here. This is that MOVO camera. I mean, I can go back to the other one, and we'll see. But again, like I said, where is it? There we go. It's a different perspective. You can use it to do whatever. I think it's going to be okay. It's not the same. It's not super high quality that I thought it would be. There is a 4K version, but everybody uploads at YouTube at 720, right? I mean, my Logitech, what you do with that, Mythos, is you just got to have it a distance away, because if you get too close, it'll do this. So you just got to find out where you are, like where I said I got my mic, this, and it's cornered up, so that way when Ashley was here to do it, she would be able to sit here, and you could still get on the camera, but we had to adjust that before, you know, you test it out. But this other camera looks pretty good. I don't know. So far, so good. Is that cam, Mini Warmut, is that cam a mic or what? Well, actually, yeah, it's, well, let me bring this down again. I'm just going to bring this down, because what the hell? It'll be easier to show you. It does have the lights, the camera, a microphone, a speaker, headset can go into it. That's the wrong one. There we go. So if we put it here, all right, so it's a nice looking camera. You know, it's got a speaker, it's got the lights, you can adjust the volume. I have it plugged into the computer, obviously. This is your lighting for the ring. There's your headset jack. And this turns the camera on and off. So you can adjust the gain and stuff. So overall, in the base, this is heavy rubber padded, pretty heavy, pretty simple to put together. You're just putting this together here. And we got the royal blue ones. So they are pretty cool, actually. And I guess, you know, you can, because it's adjustable, man, it's got a wide angle lens, so you can put it anywhere. But this was designed to be an all-in-one. You know, I'm not affiliated with them or anything. I'm just kind of excited I got it. So it's all-in-one. The ring light, you know, is pretty bright there, Mini Warmut. And I think if you plug your headset in, I want to test it on OBS first and see. And that way I know, what do I do? Right here. So if you can adjust the gain on it, you're going to be good. I don't, you know, I mean, like I said, we thought it would be really cool to have. The Logitech that I have has been working for all these years. It's been great. Let me get back to my face there. It works really well. But just I wanted to try something different. And the Kickstarter was way, I think, back in March, and it finally has come in. So there's 2 of those. And then it came with a swing arm. Everybody knows what swing arms are, right? And the hookups. This was like only an extra, I believe, $15. That's what I believe. So primarily this was supposed to be used for Ashley's desk because I already have swing arm and the mic. So I'll have to figure out where to put that at best. But the case it came in, well, let's go back to this camera and see if we can show you some stuff here. Let's try doing it with this. Why not, right? That's what I got it for. To mess around. All right. It came in literally this box, this big box. I mean, pretty padded, zippered. You know, you can see where it's preformed inside. You can take this apart for traveling, you guys, and take it wherever you want. It's pretty easy looking. So far, the only drawback is I thought the camera was going to be maybe a little more high def, but it's more than usable because, I mean, when you're doing YouTube, you only need 720. 4K, all that, it takes up too much, and you're just not really going to use it, you know, for these types of shows, I don't think. You can, but, you know, your eyes can't see in 4K either, so what the hell? It is what it is. Whoops, I got some. Taylor asked, am I using the mic that comes with the camera? No, not yet. I just had, this last week's been really, really super bad. So today I had a little bit of time and I hooked this up. With that said, I'm going to mess around with it through the week with OBS. I want to see what kind of video recording, because it's designed to be an all-in-one. And if it works the way the design is, then you plug your headset into the back. This would be perfect for your guys' shows. Like, it would just be perfect for that. But no, I have not tested all the qualities in it yet. Oh yeah, thank you for liking the show, Mini Warmount. I appreciate it, man. I do. The picture, is it crisper? Okay, it seems a little bit more crisper. And a lot could be lighting. So if your lighting is bad, mine's kind of bad. So it just kind of depends what you're doing. But the fact that you could get up there, well, here's what I like about it, guys. So, like, here we go. What are we doing? All right. Everybody tries to do something like this, eh? Yeah, see what I'm saying? You'd be able to talk. See, I could see my face. I could talk directly to you. And I can paint. I could put things together. That's why I got this. Not that I'm trying to give away my ideas, but most people got it for the live streaming aspect. I got it because of the hobby aspect. Well, hell, this up camera will do some good, right? But you're not going to see my face. Or I can do camera and camera, run OBS, or I could just sit here and do what I got to do. You know what I mean? At the same time. So, and hello, Keegan. How are you? Well, it's one of many angles, Mythos. It's whatever angle you want it to be. So this is just, you know, like I was going to freshen up is all, but do you see what I'm getting at, though, you guys? I'm getting at the ability to move it. Of course, you can move it wherever you want. And if you get the swing arm attachment, you can then mount that to the back of the desk and move it forward like my boom mic. This thing's been great. Everybody goes, oh, yeah, blah, blah. Nope, I love this thing. I paid $40 for it 2 years ago and works great. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought, I mean, better lighting, but you get the idea. So to do the painting aspect, Mythos, like you like to do, and things like that, these might be good for you and Freak because you could switch over to them. You could have as many cameras as you want. Like with this app, it shows one at a time, but I've got 3 cameras hooked to it. The top one, you know, the CS91, and this one. So it's pretty good. Hello, Keegan. I'm glad you showed up. So hopefully you guys think that's pretty cool. I'll do a little video and I'll put it up on there. I'll do it with OBS. and these other two cameras to show it out. But this was the first live stream. I wanted to test, you know, and make sure that it comes out okay. Everything's good. It works. So the next step will be the speakers and then plugging the headset in. If that all powers together and works, then boom, it's going to be an all-in-one little cool device. All in one. So I don't know what you guys have had a chance to do. That's my thing for the week is this. It's the first thing I had a chance to do. And so far I'm happy with it. You know what I mean? So that is the way it goes, sir. And I'm going back and seeing if I missed too much. Thank you, Mini Warmut, for saying it's a nice cam. And I call all you guys, sir. I respect all you guys. Let's see. Somebody's at my door. Hold on a second. Of course. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so I'm back. I guess my son wanted to come in. All right, so Taylor, real quick, you're getting some of your 3D prints, huh? Yeah, those characters that you sent me, I think they're going to be better off on a resin printer, not a filament printer. I think the filament printer is just not going to cut the detail on the miniatures. Okay, it's just not. Let's see, what's the other one? Mythos. How much was the camera? We got two of those. Oh, sorry. What am I doing? There we go. Okay, so Mythos, two of those cameras in the case, in the arm, was right about 200 on the Kickstarter. But retail, I think they're like going to be around 4 each. But the kicker with it is the quality seems good. The build quality is good. The video seems to be okay. And so I'm not sure what the final retail price is because they're just now shipping all these. And I'm sure they're going to take feedback. I already noticed the company followed the one little video I put up. If you guys see that, it's a short unboxing. They're already on that and made a comment. So they're probably going to be interested to see what it is come up with. Now, like you, Mythos, and Freak, you guys, there's both of you. So one of each of these cameras would probably do good because you can secondary it. And I think that would be fantastic. It'd probably work good for you guys. But it was right about 200. I want to say 215 or something with tax or shipping and whatever. But that was way back. So we had to wait a long time to get them. And yeah. Okay, Taylor wants me to warn Clint. Clint, you're being warned if you scale those too small. Oh, Clint will be okay with his resin printer, I think. He'll get it figured out, you guys. So anyways, I'm always looking for new things. And this is pretty cool. So I don't know. I guess I'll shut up and quit blabbing about it. It's neat. And it worked right plugging it in. It was just this software that I'm using here instantly recognized the camera. So there was no, do I got to install this? Do I got to install that? You know, and you might have problems. Some people might get a defective, whatever. Sometimes that happens when you're running large batches. This one works good. Now, the secondary one, I don't know. But they come in a really nice case. They were packaged really nice. And so far, it looks like it's going to be worth the money. I don't know about the ring light's bright. So, you know, use it with caution. It's an LED light. It does have, oh, here it is. I'll show you. It even comes with a little camera cover. So when you're not using the camera, you got a cover for it. So that's kind of cool too. It sets on there. It's a soft rubber camera. It's not going to hurt your lenses, and you should be just fine with it. Okay, yeah, Taylor. So the thick stuff when you're printing is better with like the PLA. The resin printers just do much finer detail on smaller figures, because the resin printer is like, it's got a heat mount and heat, and the resin printer is printing inside the light. However the hell they do that, it's flashing light at it and it's creating it in the resin. So the detail is way, way better. I mean, everything's got issues with resin printers. You got other things you got to do, right? But I'm just saying, if it's thicker, then I would definitely use that. I don't know why YouTube is showing 0 people in my chat when you guys are all chatting. Like, I don't get that. So, why don't some of you guys fill us in and let us know how you're doing on what you're working on there. And I'll go back and make sure I didn't miss too much here. All right. Eric says he's living the dream. Well, Eric, I would live the dream too if people didn't keep waking me up. I can't live the dream if I keep getting woke up. Right? But it's okay. No matter what hits you, you got to remember family, friends, the important stuff in life. The rest of it don't matter. The unboxings, the box sets, don't matter. You got the other two, then the rest of it will fall in line. It won't matter. Then you're going to enjoy your box sets. Then you're going to enjoy your painting. Then you're going to enjoy things, right? The light. So I have not turned on the backlight there. Hold on a second. I want to make sure. Okay, it's the secondary button. So let's see what it does. So that's the brightest. But I'll tell you what, you can see on my glasses, that ring light's pretty damn bright, man. I don't know if I'd put it on 3. That's the other thing. There's 3 adjustments. Oops, I bumped it. So your light's you're not just stuck with one little dim light. You've got light, and you've got as much light as you want. So all in all, I think it's a pretty good deal for what I paid for it. And waiting for things, we all have to do. All right, so let's see here. I asked you guys what you're doing. Hey, Miller's Miniatures. Nice to see you in here, man. It's been a bit. Welcome, sir. Glad you're here. Mini Warmutt. So this is what Mini Warmutt's doing, you guys. He is living off his lottery money quite comfortably, and he has a painting chair with a massage motor and heat. And I wasn't supposed to tell him that, Mini Warmutt. Okay. Mini Warmutt's using a stool, you guys. He plows through it, okay? So your trash train projects, though, man, thumbs up. Thumbs up. And he does some amazing stuff, by the way. You guys remember when Ashley showed her Necron building she did? You guys, there's things that can be done with trash. And Mythos says, awesome. So, Mythos, what did you do? You finished off a few orcs this weekend. Did you kill them or paint them? I'm thinking you painted them. And you're taking care of your grandma this week. You know what? We joked you the one time about that. But I'm going to tell you something, man. I have a shit ton of respect for you taking care of your grandma. Because I work in media. And I'll tell you right now, people in general don't care about the elderly. They don't care about their parents. They don't care about the person next to them. It doesn't matter. Significant other, brother, sister, they don't care. So the fact that you, my friend, care enough to go help your grandma, outstanding. That makes you a good human being all the way around. Oh, Mini Warmut is saying yes. BS, he's teasing. I'm not supposed to tell you guys about his pimped out paint and stuff. So we won't talk about it no more, Mini Warmut. We're just going to envision you on a little rickety old stool with one leg that's short, so you wobble back and forth trying to paint those fine lines. And I'm not sure what you're doing with that brad nailer. Nailing your fingers is not a good thing. It's probably not. Should not hold the things with those mini nail guns. But I'm not. Things happen, so it's all good. And for me, this was my thing, getting this set up quickly. And like I said, just been a really bad week, but it cost me some time in the things I were doing. However, most of my projects are caught up. The last thing I was showing you guys I was working on was that dragon. I finally did get some paints on him, but I don't know if you can see it. It's green in there. It's not going to show up good on this either too well. And it looks a lot better in person. That's the thing I got to finish up next to do. The rest of it's all done. It's all good to go. Yes. Oh, you're welcome, Mythos. I mean, hey, you're only here for a short time on this earth, man. If you don't make it count, then what is it for? I mean, this isn't philosophical gaming or whatever. I'm not trying to get off on it, but the ones you love, they mean the most to you. Those are the ones you need to take care of. And everybody gets old. So sooner or later, someone's going to be taking care of you. So I just think it's commendable, dude. I mean, I won't tell Mini Warmut and Taylor that you slipped me a 20 to praise you, because you didn't. You know what I mean? But take care of your grandma, dude. That's more important than other stuff. Here we go. What'd you say there, Mini Warmut? All right. There you go. Well, so Mini Warmut, are you going to be on Frost and Fist? Are you going to be on that show? If you can, that'd be cool. Yep. And you guys, like I said, you're more than welcome to jump in. Everybody's kind of... So, going through the comments, this is very valid. I think all of us have lost people that you love, and you do while they're there. Because we can all rant and rave about game workshop prices, how much paint is, how much plastic is, how long it takes to ship. And in the end, none of that matters, you guys. Who of us are going to take all of our collections with us? No one. Is it important? Absolutely. We all love the hobby, but not more important than your family. And yeah, there's been so much bad going on, you guys, just so much in this world that, you know, you just got to reevaluate what's important to you. If it's important to you, that's it. All other stuff's temporary, man. Anything temporary ain't worth your time. In the long run, either you love the hobby or you don't. Either you love your family or you don't. Either you love doing your show or you don't. Love what you do. That's what I'm trying to do. And I don't even know if I'm that good at it. I respect everybody here that we've met. Me and Ashley have had a real good time and getting to know people. And it's been, well, Mini Warmut, the plastic doesn't really love you. It comes with a secret crack recipe that causes an addiction that we feel is love, I think. But, you know, everybody I've met's been super cool. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. It's like the highlight of my week because, like I said, sometimes some weeks are terrible, and there's not much you can do about it except get up and keep doing what you're doing. And when you guys do your shows, let me know. Because you got me on Messenger. Say hi. And there you go. You just got yourself an offer there. I guess I should reword it. If I was freaked that said that, then it might be taken differently. But I meant an offer for the show. The show. Oh, Clint. Clint wants a link. Clint, what did you want to link to? The winning lottery numbers or a link to the show here? The link to the show. Hold on a second. There, now you guys don't got to stare at my ugly face no more. Clint will be on. We'll see what he says. But anyways, I think this will work out pretty cool. Pardon my roof work. Not too bad, not too bad. Let me go over here real quick. All right, there's your link there, Clint. Or whoever else wants to take it, you can too. Then I'll go back to this camera for a minute. Now you can kind of see the difference. For my desk is in the corner. Mythos. Got to share that. We're just going to leave that as no comments. Yeah. And you know what? That's all I can say. Nice one, Mythos. Nice. So, Clint, you take that whenever you'd like. In some of the versions, they are very expensive, you know. Okay, looks like I don't know what it's doing on YouTube. I honestly don't understand why it's not showing the number of people there. That's weird, but that's technology, I guess. Nope. What do you mean, nope, Clint? It didn't work? Try it again, sir. It's coming through. There you go. It should work. I don't know, unless they reset the link, but I didn't see that when I logged in. Yeah, that's pretty interesting there, Mythos. I mean, what scale would that be, by the way? I mean, you'd have to put a scale to it. So try it again, Clint. I sent another link. If it doesn't work, I don't know why. It should. It worked all the other times. I am concerned that YouTube is not showing anything for my people at all in the chat. It's just yeah, it's just not. It's not even showing how many people I have on. Huh. Well, so be it. A 1-to-1 scale. Good answer. 1-to-1 would work. That's for sure. Are you able to get that to work, Clint? You're showing 6. Okay. Well, I wonder why it's just not showing anything. Alrighty. I'll try refreshing it. Maybe it will then. So yeah, that would be 6 over there at YouTube, and it looks like I got a couple more other places according to this. So it must be on Facebook there. So whoever's on Facebook, hello. I'm not following that part of it at this moment. If you text, it'll show up as just user from Facebook. It won't show your name or anything. That's too bad that Clint can't get it to work. But otherwise, you guys have been stuck with just me. So apologies about that. See if we can figure out down the road here. That's 6 in the chat. I wonder, yeah. Okay, now it does. Go figure if I refreshed it on the phone and it's, I don't know. It's technology, you guys. What the heck? I do okay. Oh, well, thanks. Thanks, Mythos. I try sometimes. And sometimes my only problem is sometimes the voices want to say things and I'm like, shh, be quiet. Because they interrupt my train of thought. Tonight they've been good. They're not arguing. That's what I hate. The arguing. Ah. And then if you're a glass break, you're like, I don't have any glass. So I don't know what to do about that noise, but we let it go. One of these days, Mythos, I'll have like 100 people in there. Maybe. We'll see. The shows do okay on their own on other areas once people watch them. They don't do too bad because it's not just YouTube. So anyways, next week we might try something different. If any of you guys want to actually be on it as a guest or something, go for it. Let me know what you want to do. And I will gladly help you out there. I'll even sneak by your shows and like them and say hi. How's that? That'll work out. Keegan might too. I'll just drag him along, see what he can do. I'm guessing this isn't working for Clint. Clint was out at a campground, so he may not just have enough internet to see the show, but not broadcast out. I'm betting. Unless, of course, if you've got that much internet at the campsite, you might want to check your radiation levels, man, and see what's going on. Oh, well, that's what I wanted to do today, you guys. Get on, say hi, touch base, let you know what's going on with this. I have to play around a little more with that and see. And most of my miniatures are done except some of my, like the military historical ones. So I'll probably start working on those too and see if I can get Clint here to throw down a game and get something going. Yeah, I've emailed it to Clint before, but he's not at home. You can email the link, but he's not at home. He's out at a campground, so we will see. That's all right. If he can make it on. If he can't, that's okay. Looks like, I don't know, looks like people are starting to drop off. They got things to do, and that's okay. Oh, then it dropped. It went right back up. I don't know. Maybe this isn't counting right. It's like, doop, 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 doop. So, yeah, it's not counting correctly. But anyways, thank you guys for showing up every week. I appreciate it, and it helps out quite a bit. And so I got to get some things going here, get it done. I don't see Mythos. You're asking if Clint has email on his phone. He should. But the last tablet that he had used a hammer and a chisel, man. It wasn't an electronic tablet. It was old school. But yeah, he should have email on his phone. I don't know. He hasn't called me or anything, so but that's okay. I mean, if he can't, he may not be able to accept it out there. The link should work. I mean, it should all go pretty good. Okay, Clint says it's a phone issue. His app will not working. Go ahead and email it. Okay, I got to get away from the screen for a second here. Just a minute there, Clint. Okay, putting a link in an email now. And sent. There you go, Clint. Should hit your email anytime. Now, it might take a bit because I told you guys I can't find the stamps for the email stuff. So, with that said, I don't know. You know what I mean? Not sure what the rate on that would be. So, you should get that and be on shortly. But anywho, if you get Mini Wormout on your show there, Mythos, that would be cool. Taylor, you're fun to have on the show too. We got to get you to do something there if you'd like. Oh, the comic strip BC. Yeah. Well, I mean, there we go. Let's see here. Oh, I think he's in the limo again. Hello, Clint.
Yeah, limo. Yep, sure, limo.
Not hear you at all.
And Greg, I wanted the link to the lottery numbers. Thank you very much. Can't hear it. No, I don't think he's either. Bet you everyone else can hear it.
Let's try it there, Clint. Well, I cannot hear you, man, at all.
Bet you everyone else can.
Not sure what's going on.
Yep, everyone else can hear but Greg. We're just going to exclude Greg from his own podcast. No big deal.
You can hear Clint. Oh, see you later, Taylor, if you're leaving. I can't hear Clint at all. And the settings are good.
I wonder if it's his headset.
I don't know. Can't hear it. Can't hear you, Clint. I'm sorry.
But everyone else can.
Dang.
You're just going to have to guess what I'm saying, Greg. Sorry.
Oh, I don't have to do it this way. Would not be fun.
Oh, guys, this means I can make fun of him and he won't hear me.
I have technical difficulties, too.
Mystery Science Theater 3000 it?
Have to guess what I'm saying, Greg. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess. Oh man, if I do it this way, it's gonna suck. Yeah, I
can
can't
hear
do it
everybody now.
Clint, that's not gonna work. Hold on.
That's kind of weird that his headset's not. Yeah, I know. Everyone seems to be going the wrong way. Oh, our neighbor left.
Oh, there we go. I plugged it into the headphones into the phone.
No? Okay. I mean, do what you got to do.
So, Clint, Dee joined. She says she can hear a woman talking. Who's that woman talking?
Nobody. Don't worry about it. It's not important. Don't tell my wife.
Ain't that
Don't know.
one of his many girlfriends?
Yeah, one of my many. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Actually, now I don't hear anything. Let's take one internet source. Oh, I do have one internet source out already.
I don't know if I can talk because listening to it through the phone is causing a delay.
Could be.
I have no idea, Clint, why I cannot hear you at all, but that's just not good.
Nope, definitely not.
Not good at all. Audio output. Let's see. All right, say something now, Clint.
Now.
Now, there we go. I got you.
Good.
I just reset the headset settings. I'm like, why is it not working? It should work. Okay.
Key works much better when inserted and locked properly.
Yeah, so you're out at the campground there. What
Yeah,
you gonna do
actually.
game-wise out
Hold on
there?
here. Campground.
See, now you're too spoiled, man. That's just
Whatever.
ridiculous. Too spoiled.
Yeah, we're too spoiled in our, 20-year-old camper, and not quite 20, but I'm not giving tours. I still got to get the rest of the stuff. And it's a camper.
Dee, I don't know. Dee is saying she can't hear anything. I don't know. I can hear you now, Clint. So it's all good. It works.
Gotta get my bedding and stuff.
So
I don't know. Did you cut everyone else off?
Yeah. I don't know.
Did you cut anyone else off from the audio when you did that?
No.
So in a minute here, I'll grab a lawn chair and pop down on it. I just got to unload the rest of the stuff out of the truck real quick.
Well, we don't want to watch you unload stuff, for God's sakes.
Sure you do. See, it's proving I actually do something other than sit all day and paint miniatures and build RCs.
Well, that's what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Mythos says he can hear both of us just fine. Thank you,
good.
Mythos. Dee is apparently almost home. She's in Iowa trying to watch. Be careful, Dee.
I'm just going to leave the water in the truck since we're not going to open it anyway. So you can stay back there. It'll be fine.
So I'm glad you can hear us then. That's cool.
I don't throw anything in the cooler. Most of the ice is gone anyway. I need to actually empty the cooler.
Empty the cooler?
Yeah, it had a bug infestation last night.
Well, go figure. So what was it you wanted to talk about, Clint? Well, we still have a couple people left.
Oh, yeah. So I know I briefly told you about it, because before we did a Red Dragon Inn, preview, and we did a video playing and talking about it because it's a really cool card game, right? Well, according to Kickstarter, which started less than a week ago, it is now going to be a really cool miniature game. So they're going to take all the red...
Go ahead.
They'll take all the Red Dragon Inn characters, and they're going to be a miniature component. It's going to have like a board dungeon that with hexes and everything that you play through all these different dungeons with all these little scenarios, but you get to use the characters from the game.
Well, that's going to be cool. I mean,
yeah, I'm excited about that.
So when is that projected to be
Well,
done?
the Kickstarter is going right now. I don't know what the release date's going to be, but since it's local statewide, and well, they already have an established system, I'm going to bet reasonable time frame. Maybe not ideal time frame, but reasonable.
Okay.
And it's going to be your typical board game type fantasy board game miniature. So, the base is going to be molded onto the figure. It's going to be unpainted, but you can paint them however you want.
Well, if you can paint them however you want, then
I would say, check out Kickstarter on that one. But it is definitely... I had light there for a second until I sat down, and then I didn't have light. Seriously. Like, I no joke. As soon as I go to sit down or move the chair, I get no light. But if I'm standing here, the light comes out just fine. Oh, well, sorry, I'll be dark shadows. I don't know why it's doing that, but it is.
That's okay. If that other comes out on Kickstarter, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun way to play it, yeah. So,
backing it on Kickstarter is reasonable. It's high-end. It's top tier. Is only $90. And that gives you everything plus any Kickstarter content. So any unique figures. It sounds like there might be some new characters. Well, that's a terrible way to hold the phone just to get the image. Definitely some new scenarios and possibly a new map as well. So obviously there's not going to be a PDF component of this since it's an actual board game, box set board game. I think it comes with 4 maps. Probably 2 double-sided maps. Hexes. The maps are hex, but they're just dungeons, and you move through the dungeons. So it's going to be similar to, looks like Descent or a few of the other popular games, just set in the Red Dragon Inn universe.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I mean, I love Red Dragon Inn, and having a little miniature of Pookie would be kind of cool. Evie's already excited about the potential for that.
I think Mythos was talking about you there, Clint, that your camera was making you a little
Yeah,
bit
I don't know.
See, now you look different.
Yeah, but it's just like as I move it, it's good, and then it darkens. I don't know if the camera's automatically adjusting something. I don't know if there's any way I can change it. Oh, Ross and Fifth actually knows what Red Dragon Inn is. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to reset this. Just a second.
Because we don't see anything.
I know. Hold on. I'm trying to reset the camera. Nope, it didn't make a difference. I'm glad Frost and Fist likes Red Dragon Inn. I didn't know they played. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is a pretty fun game there, Mythos.
Mini Warmutt's question is kind of cute. No, it's an inn.
Is it a popular motel? They don't. At this one, Mini Warmutt, they can't leave the light on because it's a candle. It's a candle. Yeah, exactly. You just blew that joke off, Clint.
Yeah, not intentional, but anyway, we'll go with that. Now I got a bunch of little flies swarming the phone.
Well, yeah, because you're out there in nature and such.
Yeah.
It's different outside, right, than the pictures you've seen. Remember, I told you,
Yes,
don't be afraid. Go out.
There's a lot more people.
People?
Yeah, people.
Wandering outside?
Oh, I see. But angle the camera that way. It must be the, yeah.
Now you kind of look like a mafia hitman.
Shh.
Oh.
Just chill, Greg. Just move on. Change the subject. It's not important.
We do customer service.
Yes, customer service.
For a price. Huh?
Oh, the Elven First Mate on the pirate ship. Yeah, I've only played her once. She's pretty cool. Ooh, 66 Mustang Fastback just drove by. Nice.
You just got distracted. Yeah.
Well, of course, I always get distracted. You knew that.
So.
Yeah, I can't pronounce the name, but you're right. That's the character.
What the heck?
Forget About It is the name of the character.
Forget About It? Okay.
Forget About It. Yeah.
Well, and that character is an Elven First Mate.
Yep. So, Frost and Fist, do you guys have the expansion set 5, which is the giant box?
It's a big box. Clint brought
that
out. It's like, first you take the cards and stuff out, then you have room to put a person. And then it's a big box.
So I recommend if you're getting into Red Dragon Inn, you buy the original box set, and then you buy the big box, which is expansion 5, because it gives you the dividers and the play cards for all the other characters that are out or coming out. Because I've got all the expansions except the last set, and it has everybody, including characters I don't have cards for. Now, the exception to that is the expansion for the bar crew, the tavern crew. That one is on its own, but it does come with the cards, the divider cards and the play mat cards for that crew as well. Plus a really interesting set of rules because you actually play that one through 4 different taverns. So it's a bar crawl.
It's a bar crawl in a game.
It's a bar crawl, yep. Or a tavern crawl. Sorry, it should be
tavern crawl. It depends on how much
crawl.
you drink, or if you crawl or walk or roll down the sidewalk.
Yeah, guys, I would say main box set and expansion 5 if you're going to get into it. Because 5 is a giant box, but man, you get so much with that giant box that it's worth having. And price for each expansion is reasonable. They're only like $40 per expansion. You get 4 characters plus some extra stuff, and some of the new characters have special abilities. Sorry about the wind. Like Pookie's deck. Pookie has moods. You got to track his mood. The one druid, she changes between bear and wolf form. Or she is a pet wolf. Sorry, I'm getting the 2 games mixed up. But she's a pet wolf who has it. Now that Zot's Killer Rabbit has his own deck. Plus now there's an evil one. Oh, you very much get value out of the expansions. Good point, Greg.
Yeah, I was just putting that in there while you were talking. Is from what you showed me,
Hey, buds.
I was way with it. Well, hello, Buds.
Yeah, it's a
Blast
lot of fun.
Markers. Hello, sir. This gentleman makes some really cool blast markers. You guys should check his stuff out. And
he jumped in on a random one.
yeah. Well, we're glad we met you, though, Mr. Blast Markers. It's all good.
Munchkin is cool, but I don't play a lot of Munchkin.
Munchkin? Oh, well, yeah.
I was looking at Frosted Fist's comment. Oh, a bus is coming in. Okay.
What's coming in?
A bus. A big old camper bus.
Oh.
I was trying to figure out what that noise behind me was. There's another campground behind me. We're in the old section just because I like it a little better. The new section's all paved and leveled, and you have to reserve your spots. This is the last week. There's no camping after next weekend, so everyone's trying to get their camping in for the year.
Oh, is it closed down then?
It closes down a week from Monday.
Oh, okay.
So technically a week from today, I guess, would be the last day you can be here, and then you got to be gone Monday morning. So some people are staying until then, and then they'll vacate. We're going to stay one more night, and we'll leave tomorrow morning so they don't have to work.
Well, yeah, you don't have to work tomorrow. I do.
No, so it'll give me a chance to get the camper winterized while I'm out here, too. Then I don't have to worry about where to dump the tanks after I'm done. So that'll be kind of nice.
That'd be nice, yep.
Yeah, that kind of worked out well. I can just empty the water holding tanks, dump the antifreeze in, flush it through the faucets, get them all set, and then when we leave, I just dump the water tanks when we're done, and then park the camper back in its spot for the winter.
That's code, ladies and gentlemen, for returning the neighbor's RV before they're back from vacation.
Gosh. The neighbors listen to the podcast. Shush.
Oh, they do. Yeah, that's true. So
I'm assuming, yeah. I don't know.
Podcasts, that's one thing, you guys, if you want to give us some more suggestions. I mean, we have enough things that we can talk about, but it's kind of cool to get some suggestions. We've covered.
Yeah, I like we should do viewer input podcasts.
But we need to do a coffee one. We did one like 2 years ago. And
no, I don't think it's been 2 years ago, but it has been a while.
It's been a little bit, Clint, because I got the podcast going, about 2 years ago.
Yeah, but we've done a couple coffee podcasts, or we tried to do one, and it deviated a lot.
That's because where we were driving, you almost hit the deer coming around the corner. But
yeah,
that was back in Palo.
Then you spilled your coffee, and yeah.
That was ironic, spilling my coffee whilst talking about coffee and games. So some of our commutes, we just drive around the countryside talking about games on our podcast. And then there you go. Clint's always distracted.
Clint's distracted, yeah. He's not even driving this time. Well, the damn thing's got air brakes. It's that big. I mean, it's like Rockstar tour bus size bus.
Clint, behind you's a tent. Be careful. I see it. It's sneaking up on you. Oh, there it is. It's watching.
Actually, do you want to know what the secret of the tent is?
What?
Since this campground always fills up, you have to put something in the campsite to reserve it before you do your paperwork. So there you go. There's a tent.
So you're using the tent as a marker.
Oh, dude, everyone out here is using a tent as a marker.
Objective marker.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Nice. Indeed.
Right? That's your objective.
That's good. I like that. This is my objective, to hold this spot so someone else doesn't take it. Because actually, when we got this spot, it was the last one available.
Oh, okay.
So we were lucky to get this spot. So I'm good with, yeah.
Well, go back through there a little bit. So we're glad you showed up there too. Bud's Blast Markers. Minnie Wormet says hello to you, Bud's Blast Markers. So there you go, Minnie Wormet.
Bug spray on.
Put it up for you.
Hold on, let's grab some bug spray. Yeah, these little fly things are really annoying.
Keegan says you should do a race to the tent with an RC. I don't know.
I don't have any with me. Otherwise, that's not a bad idea. Woo, that's cold.
Okay, last time you used bug spray, Clint, you got it in your eyes. Be careful this time.
Yeah.
Start screaming, it burns, it burns.
Oh, it's DEET free. It doesn't burn as much anymore. Oh, it's only 40% DEET, so there's a little minor burn. Maybe some irritation. People think you have, hey, you ever want a fake pink eye? There you go.
Yeah, no, ladies and gentlemen, we don't recommend that.
Yeah, don't.
No, Clint, no. That would not be good. Aha! I like what Mythos just said. Here you go, Clint.
Nice.
That's right.
That's good. Oh, dang. Hang on. Hold on, see if you can see this. There's the bus. Oh, sorry, there's. Give you an idea, it's that big.
Oh, yeah.
That's
looks
cool.
like-
I bet you it's about $150,000, but it's cool.
That's what Frosted Fist have. They tour the countryside doing their
Oh,
stuff.
I see.
I don't
Something
think
like
they
that.
do security
Like
work.
Aerosmith's old tour bus or something.
I don't think they do security work. I think that's a front, and they're hobbying. So,
Oh, no, they wouldn't do that. That's a no-no. People don't do that. People are always honest. The internet says so.
if you've heard it on the internet, Clint, then for sure it's true.
Well, I can say if you've heard it on the internet, at least somebody has said it.
well, yeah, at least somebody said it. I don't know. We could probably do our own newscast, but I feel that we would just get thrown off the air. The whole truth thing doesn't work. This is a boot. We could do a camping thing, though, on top of that. But you should have brought a game out there to play.
I have games out here. I have several, including Dungeon Mayhem.
What? Oh, Dungeon Mayhem.
I've showed that to you before.
Yes.
That's one we could do again. I did actually break out that Demon Slayer board game again and just kind of glanced at the rules. I do have to put the decks together before we can play, but it looks like it's pretty simple to play.
Well, yeah, it's a really interesting looking game. I mean, I was going to ask you, what was the other one? On the lines of like Dungeon Masters, but you had the floating city, and you only had so much time before you had to go.
Yeah. So Forbidden Skies.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to do that. I need to buy the other two, and then do the Forbidden series. We need to just play them each night. Play Forbidden Island, then Forbidden Desert, then Forbidden Skies. Because they all basically play the same. So once you know how to play one, you can play the others. We haven't talked about that in a long time, actually.
That's amazing there, Mythos.
Well, that bug spray did nothing. Maybe I should spray the phone.
You know, actually, the spray I found it works at, there's a non-dangerous one, and it works real good. They stay away. Will work great. And this is going to sidetrack us for a second.
That's a good idea.
It's just water and vanilla extract.
I've got some of that.
You put that on, the mosquitoes will never come.
Yeah, I've got the local commercialized version of that.
And you will smell super good.
It does, actually. I'm just going to spray that right by my hand where the phone is, and maybe they'll leave my hand alone. I'm going to set you guys down for a second.
Sure, Clint. Sure. Just throw us down. Whatever. So, yeah, that's a trick. What the? Now we're looking at the sky. Oh, you never know. You don't know where this show is going to go sometimes.
Oh, yeah. That's why people tune in anymore. They really do not know where we go with things.
They're not sure.
Or, where we're going to be at when we're doing things, like, at a campground that actually has really good internet. Of course, I can see the cell phone tower from here, so I better have dang good internet.
And it's got to be good internet, Clint, but you look like your skin's blistering. You might be too close to that tower.
What's a little radiation? I mean, come on.
Not much. If you put your coffee cup out, it keeps it warm.
Only Keegan would be worried about that.
Oh, my
No one else
goodness,
is thinking it, just Keegan. Not that that should surprise me.
Woohoo! Yeah, there you go, Keegan.
Actually, that stuff worked pretty good, Greg. I've got that vanilla-y stuff that they sell locally. The stuff they make here in Iowa. Boy, the bugs aren't bothering the phone. They're not buzzing around me at all.
Vanilla
that worked real well.
extract. It's got to be vanilla extract in a spray bottle with water, and you mist yourself with that, you will smell super, super good. And then bugs will be like, poof, they will not. They'll be nowhere around you.
We got a couple camping candles that are like that, and works really good too. I guess they're not all gone, but most are.
Remember the last problem you had with the candles in the tent? I told you. I mean, now you're on your second tent, so don't do that again.
I don't use the candles in the tent. I use them in the camper.
Oh, I thought you were
There's
using
a water
them in
source
the tent
there
to start
with a sprayer.
the fire. Oh.
See? I'm thinking ahead.
Yeah, you're thinking ahead. I don't know, man. Well, I'm glad you're able to join us from out there, man. That's pretty cool. And we can go from all sorts of different games to camping in a bus. I mean, I know that Mini Wormut, from my understanding, called some kind of emergency meeting between all the other YouTube channels because they're not sure about this one. I don't know what they discussed, but apparently
I bet it was
kind
cheese.
Huh?
I bet it was cheese.
It's possible. And if they grilled people, then
yeah, true.
Could be grilled cheese. I had to say it.
Hopefully, no one had a meltdown.
That's good. No one had a meltdown at the grilled cheese festival at your campground. Why not? Why not? It is a cheesy line.
Allison.
Mini Wormut, you're saying you'll join? What you want to join? You want to join on here? Or
yes.
Sure.
It's unlocked. Sorry, people are starting to show up.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, we're gonna do grill out again tonight since it's our last night out here.
Are you getting ready to grill out? Okay.
Well, we will in a little bit. There's only one person here so far, but yeah, we will eventually. I haven't even started the fire yet.
That's good. Fire and Clint's not something.
Oh, good. Fire is Clint's friend.
Is it? If you talk
sure.
to him nice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how you burn through all that paperwork at work.
Yeah, it is how I burn through all that paperwork. You got that right. It's also called destroying the evidence. That's the politically correct term. Look, who won't go there?
Destroying the evidence.
But don't tell anyone, Greg, okay? Don't let that get out on the internet.
Huh? This doesn't go on the internet. This
oh, okay. Well, then we're
chat.
good. Oh, good. We're good. No problem.
It's just a private chat. That's all it is. Amongst friends. And then, it might go out to the internet. It's possible.
Nah, I don't buy it.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Well, I don't know. Speaking of buying it, I'm really kind of looking forward to hooking this camera up and seeing.
That'd be cool. It looked cool from what I could see of it while we were driving.
It's bigger than you think, but
I liked it. It had the light for sure. I don't know if you guys are getting all the wind or not, so I apologize if you are.
No.
It's only about a 5 or 6 mile an hour wind. It's just there's nothing blocking it.
Well, I'll be darned. Hello, sir. How are you? He finally took the plunge. Yay!
Well, let me see if I can hear you.
Huh?
Well, we can hear you, so that's a plus. Or at least I can hear it. I don't know about Greg.
Huh? No, I could hear something. Can you hear us?
Greg, Clint, say something.
Well, I can hear you guys just fine.
Okay, I hear Clint. Greg.
Hello, sir.
There, now I hear you.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
now everything's
probably
fine.
just that little bit of lag there to get it going.
Do you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
a hell of a good mic, sir. Oh yeah,
Damn,
those
that's
are
cool.
good. Those are good mics. Yeah.
So there are. It's not. You have to speak towards it. It's not like the other blue mic where
The directional mic. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's kind of like, well, what I like at this is you could be off to the side a little. You'll still get it, but if you're speaking in a general direction, it picks it up pretty good.
yeah. Now I can't see chat on here, so
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I need to go over to the
But then
YouTube.
you have the option to select link or chat. because I can actually click and see at least chats from one source.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I'm not good at this computer stuff, so you gotta bear with me on this.
No, you're
But
Oh, here
I'm
it
doing
says
it on my
show
phone,
here.
so it
Show
gives me
chat.
weird options.
Ah, there. Now I see it. I got it. So now, what is this? Is this this isn't StreamYard, is it? Or
no. I used StreamYard in the beginning, and Modeling for Advantage uses it. It's a good service. This is Melon, which is like StreamYard. I have this, and I have Restream. I pay for both of them because the free versions are not going to do what you need to do. But this one's interesting because you can switch the cameras like you've seen me do. I mean, you could probably have 10 cameras and click between them, but it doesn't do the camera and camera. This other device I got, I think that's going to work out.
What's he doing?
Good.
all right, cool.
Okay.
There's no echo or anything going on.
No, you're good.
Cool, good.
Sounds good on this end, sir.
You want me to get you a different chair?
So,
I want a different chair, Clint. I want a different chair.
Well, that's fine. I'll get the others out here.
Yeah.
Oh.
all righty, now I'll take off because I was on the show. Now I'm gone.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you showed up. I know you guys. I know you're a little leery because you're like, this guy's unorthodox, man. But it's just, I enjoy gaming and whatever else too, and it's kind of fun to just hang out with people and meet them and talk about with their games too. I heard you guys all decided to allow me to stay on the air though. Your group meeting you called with the other channels, so.
Well, I'm the better looking Brian, so.
Yeah. There you go. Nice.
Now he's gonna probably pop on here somewhere or what?
He's gonna pop on.
Maybe.
And I'm just building little mining parts right now.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to get myself an old west town going.
Oh, that's cool.
I've been putting like the past 3 videos I've done separate, which they're pretty much similar to. Each building's pretty similar, but now I'm doing the TT Combat calls it the industrial, and really what it is, it's a mining camp. And so I mean, I'll give you guys little sneak peeks. Like here's the little mining buildings.
Hey, that's pretty nice.
That's cool. Oh, that's nice. I like that one. I'll get more chairs out in a minute.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just.
So,
You just got to open the garage.
I'll show you the stuff. See if this will work. Oh, there's my library, my books.
You can take that chair if you want, Aaron.
There's some of my
Nice.
There's the game tables way over there.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And then
That's
the
cool.
photo shoot. Huh?
Now, your light box there, I have a small light box, and I found it was literally.
Oh, I used to have one like that.
Yeah,
This is
It's actually really nice. When I was selling eBay stuff, I used one of those. That worked great.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Mine's about half that size. I thought, I get a smaller one for miniatures. You just can't. It actually created a shadow, and I'm like, I don't want that.
But and then here's the closet.
Oh, nice.
There's the orcs. All my orcs.
Oh,
nice.
there
Wow,
you
that's
go,
a lot of
Clint.
work.
And then
Yeah,
I
no kidding.
converted the AT, what is it? The ATST,
The
whatever.
AT-AT.
What is it?
It made an orc walker. I see those a lot, actually.
Yeah. And then that's my Desert Angels, the only Space Marines I have.
Nice.
Well, I actually have more, but I haven't built. Then your typical deodorant stick.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, that was in the first edition rules.
Yeah, and that's a P-47 converted into a bomber.
Oh, nice.
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 So, but yeah, that's junk. And I got the Lord of the Rings, that card game. Did you know they're going to revise it?
Yeah, I heard.
And I haven't played the game yet. I was looking at those card games. Arkham Horror, that's the original board one, the board game one.
Nice. I like Arkham Horror.
Took us like a half hour just to set it up.
I bet. Yeah.
It's so big old board and all that stuff.
There's a lot involved. Oh, try playing. Oh my God. Of course, now I'm going to blank. It's a space
I
one.
see you got Blood Red Skies there, though. don't you got that too, Clint?
Yeah,
No, I don't have Blood Red Skies.
We were looking at how is Blood Red Skies there. because I was looking at that because I like Wings of Glory, and Clint, you've got the World War II edition of that.
I've got the Wings of Glory, World War I and World War II, but I don't have Blood Red Skies.
Yeah, I haven't played the Blood Red Skies yet, so I just got the models there and I want to paint them. Because remember, from the beginning, I was a model kit builder. I mean, that's about all I have left of model kits is what's over there in that shelf. So, and then that's one of the other desks behind me.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Those are the two monster trucks.
I have a bunch of shelves of RPG books more than anything else.
Yeah. If you guys want any of the Star Trek kits, I'll send them to you. Don't even have to just send them to you for free if you want them.
Star Trek kits.
But and then here's all my that aren't out of the box unpainted minis. You're getting a tour of the man cave right now, guys.
Nice. looks good. Looks good.
And one of my friends just sent me that, the whole starter set.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Which is actually
so it's a big box, ain't it?
And they're all in there right now.
Oh wow.
So
yeah, we seen that at our local hobby store the one day, and I was like, "Holy cow!"
Yeah, I don't know what my favorite board game is though. So
Zombicide. I wonder if it's
Zombicide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Sentai?
I'm pretty proud of it. I got all of them except I didn't get the Return of the Living Dead one, and I'm on the Kickstarter for the Undead or Alive. So it comes out in March. And then there's some Legion, Assault. And,
how do you like Legion?
Huh?
How do you like Legion?
I was looking at the rules. I'm kind of like, eh. Now, see, I'm big time in. I think I told you guys. Here, I'll go ahead and set this thing back up. I'm really into Wiley's games. Fistful of Lead.
Oh, okay.
And it's a miniature agnostic game. So you could, substitute. And that's why I got the Star Wars for. I was going to use the Star Wars Legion in there to play.
That makes sense.
The Wiley games here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right here. These are the only three I got right now. I'll push these off. Here's the Galactic Heroes one of his. And the Old West one I'm building up is going to be for Reloaded.
Nice.
And and then here's the Waste, because I'm a big time post APOC kind of player. So here's the Wasteland Warriors one. It's based off of Thundar.
Nice.
So it's kind of like that. So
I'm gonna have to look into that then. Now that you've told me that, I'm gonna have to look at that.
PDFs. He sells the PDFs. I printed up Tales of Horror in the core rule book. Core rule book's all you need, really, to play all these kind of games. These are supplements. So it has other scenarios in here and different monsters or whatever, stuff like that. But the core rulebook, the PDFs on his site go for like $10.
Dang, that's pretty good.
That's not bad. Yeah.
and they're not, these rulebooks, they're not like 100 pages. They're always about 40 to 60, 62 pages, about the most I've seen. This one's 55. And it has tons of scenarios in the back. So it's less than that. So. But you can make campaigns out of it and all that stuff and grow your crew. You'll lose crew. Just like 5 parsecs from the 5 parsecs one, which I have, but I'm taking forever for the hardcover. People are getting it, but I got mine through Miniature Market. Haven't got it yet, man. So
yeah.
But there, you got the brief lowdown of mini warm-up.
There you go.
Now, see, I'm not like you guys 20, 30 years into this stuff. I'm going to be 48 in December. I started when I was 46.
Well, me and Clint, back when we had to carve our miniatures out of little wooden,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like 1890 or something. And
then
they used all yours for kindling that year during the winter.
Yeah. We had to use lead after that.
Yeah.
You guys aren't that old, man.
No.
Sure.
102.
We're not that old, but
no.
But I started gaming back in '86.
Good grief!
I started with BattleTech. Actually, I technically started with CityTech, but same difference.
Maybe it was 84, 86. That's when I started Dungeons and Dragons. And stuff.
That's back in the day. When I used to tell my bosses I was going to roll to see if I come into work or not.
Yeah.
They were like,
Just roll poorly all the time.
Well,
I
this
have.
is one thing with miniature wargaming and all that. I like how they say, you roll, you lose a player, and it says out of action. And at the end of the game, most times you have a chance to bring them back. To me, if you're dead, you're dead. So-
Yeah. But me and Clint were talking about that before. Some of the rules in some of the games are like
Yeah.
overly complicated. And yeah, if you're dead, you're dead in the game.
You're
You
dead.
shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. And gives you an opportunity to, hey, well, I'll paint this miniature up now and bring him in or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And but
That's true.
no. Oh. Anyways, I've been watching football while you guys were sitting there chatting, going back and forth. And
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
and
Hey,
Greg is a liar. Greg's a liar.
What did I lie about today?
Yeah, anyways.
Huh?
I was sitting in my
Oh, yeah,
so
your chair.
anyways.
Well, you got to have some fun, right?
Now, if I remember the campgrounds in Iowa, since I've got my family's from there and all that, it's almost like a park. It's just a flat.
No, it's not flat. It's on the side of a hill, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's relatively flat. I mean, we had to go uphill a little bit to get the camper in the spot, but the new section is all paved and marked out, and they have sewer and everything. But the old section just has water and electric. It's still really nice rock gravel area. The fire pit, which is there, is really nice.
Yeah.
It's all enclosed, and I like it.
Well, some of the campgrounds, the only thing I didn't like when you're using a tent is it's such a little slope that you're laying and you're trying not to roll. But they do that because of water.
This one would not be ideal for the tent if you were sleeping. You would definitely be sliding down.
I think I uploaded that on the YouTube channel earlier in the year. Me and Ashley rented a cabin at the parks.
Yeah,
and it was really nice. It was $50 for the night. And if you're going to go to a hotel room, who cares? So the cabin was really nice. I know I put it up on, I can't remember if I put it on YouTube. I put it on like Instagram and the others because it was a short little thing. But that was spectacular. I enjoyed that. And we gamed while we were out there. So try to do some gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, since I got people showing up, I'm going to go ahead and jump out.
No!
I think I get a fire going and everything else.
I can't be alone with this dude.
Yeah, Mini Warmutt just jumped in.
Don't let him touch you.
What the hell? That's it. Get me thrown out of the internet. What's wrong, Greg? I got tossed out of the internet. Trouble. That's it, Clint.
All right.
Since you gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Fine.
So if you're in a campground swatting mosquitoes and you're gonna bug out, then bug out, sir.
I am going to bug out. That is for sure.
All right.
All right.
Good
I will
God.
chat with you guys later.
All right, Clint. Enjoy the
All right. Have a good one.
Bye. Don't worry, Mini Wormwood. I won't touch you.
That's fine.
I'm pretty good. I'll stay to myself.
I can't stay in campgrounds like that. Honestly, I don't like crowds. So
I don't like crowds either. I never did like crowds. Some of them have some of the ones out here in Iowa are kind of nice because you got space in between sometimes hedgerows and stuff.
Yeah.
And some are open. It just depends on where you go as to what it was. I would have to. I think I got that. I can't remember if I put it up there or not, but you'd have to take a look, or I'll get the pictures and do it. It's really nice. You have distance. You're not around anybody. And that's kind of nice.
Cool. So here in Arizona, we got forests, mountains, and all that junk out here. It actually snowed here. Up at sunrise, it's about 7,500 feet, and we had a storm come through and snow dumped 2 inches already.
Well, now I've been to Flagstaff, Arizona.
Yeah, I lived in Flagstaff from 93 to 01. So
See, I drove out there. I went through there. I was down in Phoenix for a while. Made a mistake. I did roofing in Phoenix in the summer. And on the third house, I was like, that's it. I'm done.
No.
I can't do this. About killed you. And then you go to Flagstaff, and it's pretty, and it's cold, and there's snow up there. It's a big difference. So
it's beautiful. Yeah. So yeah, Roofing down here sucks, dude.
Yeah, no,
So,
I never did it again. So
yeah.
it
No,
about
but
did
it
me.
seems like everybody and their mother's moving out here now. So
Well, on a different show, we could talk probably about why, but this is mostly gaming. But there's reasons why people are getting out of some of these states and going to others, and you're just going to have an influx of people there, man. You know.
oh yeah. So, but no, that's the other thing here. You know, because I'm strictly pretty much solo. Because I started so late and I don't have friends that that were into
Do
this.
it.
And Frost and Fist are one of the people are responsible for me getting into this.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
blame them.
so
Nice.
just stumbled across their channel. I mean, when they only had like 20, 30 subs at the time, and just stumbled across them. And I was just listening to them, and then there's one guy here, Richard, who was into it. He's the one that helped me out with what army, and I was like, well, I'm gonna do orcs because they're fun, and that's where I started. And so I played 5 games of the 7th edition. It was Black. What was it called? That set Black Reach.
Okay.
Assault on Black Reach. That's where I started. So, and then I'll tell you right off the bat, it didn't take me long to get out of it because he started saying, "Well, you gotta get this, you gotta get this, you gotta get this." All these books.
Yeah, that's all the selling angles on it. So you're better off I think with that, you're better off with just getting a box set. So, this is X amount I can take in field. I have the stuff for it, and I've got the stats. And you buy the book, and you go. But Warhammer's like a huge addiction. So I've seen other people on other channels, where they've got an entire room. I mean, thousands of dollars of models.
But looks like Ugly wants in now.
Hey man, what's going on? I'll get you a link. Hold on.
Just tell them scroll up. So,
yeah, well, there you go. It gives me something to do too. Or you can scroll up.
But no,
come on in, Brian.
Yeah, and then I started seeing other games out there, and rule books are I wasn't more skirmish because I want to just get it out on the table and go, and just get playing here. And then I came to a point where I was like, dang, those painted miniatures look really good on the table.
I'm just gonna put a little paint on there, and before you know it, you're trying to get every single detail that's in the book.
So, and
Brian.
Hey guys.
Hey.
What's going down?
Oh, we were just talking about you.
Talking about me? That's not hard to do.
Greg was saying I was the better looking Brian.
He decided to take the challenge and jump on in. So.
Oh yeah, the painting challenge?
No, just to get on our show.
Oh,
right on.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm doing a painting challenge for October on my channel.
Yep.
So paint up some cool October-ishy stuff. Show the world.
Show the world. Should go next door and start painting their house. What are you doing? I'm doing Brian's painting challenge.
Or you're in the mirror and you're like painting your face.
Oh,
or something.
Ooh, nice.
Is that full moon or blue moon or whatever?
Yeah. Blue moon, yeah. So
very cool.
If you want to get some minis and a whole bunch of them, that Old Glory Miniatures.com, whatever.
They've got a kick-ass superhero line. So if you guys are looking for like generic superheroes and whatnot, they've got Old Glory, right? Old Glory.
Yeah, Old Glory.
They have a huge. They took over oh god, I can't remember the Super Figs line. They bought the Super Figs line, and they got like modern day, like tons of modern day civilians. So if you guys are looking for just generic civilians and stuff in metal, they have them. And anyway, that's got a pretty. I use a lot of their Super Fig stuff for some of my Weird War. So, Old Glory's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably jump in on some of that too. That's the thing I'm trying to get used to here, as I'm fairly new at this, I guess you'd say. the super, was it the heroic 28s, and then you got your regular 32s and your
Oh,
heroic
geez,
30.
dude.
It's
Don't
like,
don't even try to like, because I'm telling you, man, that's called scale creep, is what that is. Because
yeah,
what it is everybody's 28 is their own 28, dude.
Yeah, that is
So I
true.
mean, I'm telling you, they'll say it's 28, but it's
More like
25,
30.
or it's 32, or it's 35, or I
is
mean,
that
it's
just to say,
just.
hey, we're different? Is that all they're saying? Is why can't they just all stay the same and just?
It's like,
Why can't all these companies get along, huh?
it's
Yeah.
like, why don't you just conform, dude? I'm like,
Yeah.
that's kind of like,
Brian,
if,
the word
when
conform doesn't fit.
hell no, shit. Well, I'd say I
Oh,
was a Texan. The Texans used to have like a stigma to them to be individuals and self-reliant.
Yeah.
I don't know about that anymore.
well, you can make a superhero line of War Gamer Dads models.
Hell yeah. I made when I had my miniatures company. I did a charity miniature of my son. My son has a terminal illness called Friedreich's ataxia, and we made a charity figure that we sold, and then we gave it to the like a Friedreich's ataxia research alliance. But it was kind of cool. So I made my son a superhero. He can't walk, and but in his superhero guise, he stands tall in his cape, and he's like completely he's not affected
That's
by
cool.
FA. So I have made a superhero. That's pretty cool.
That's cool. Sounds like your son is your superhero.
He is. He's a hell of a guy.
Awesome.
But
We were kind of talking about that earlier, so that's cool. Family and stuff. But
sorry, I would have come. I fell asleep.
no, that's okay.
I just freaking woke up. So
I just started yapping by myself, and then
Yeah,
Mini
it felt
Warm-Up.
like,
Yeah,
like
he just.
right.
I'm glad you came on, Mini Warm-Up. I've been waiting for you to just click the link, and I could tell his hesitation. That Greg's a crazy. You know what? I've got to do it.
Anyway,
So not really too crazy. Just
yeah, I'm shy at first, but then once I get to know you guys or whatever, then
yeah, you don't want to get in our car quite yet, and get you don't want to take you don't want us to give you a ride quite yet.
that's okay, man. This is basically.
It's like, hey Brian, want to ride to the store? You're like, nah, I'm cool, dude. I'll walk. All right, man.
It's that whole ski mask thing, Brian. You're wearing.
It's true. It's
it's
the belt of bloody knives hanging off. You're just like, huh.
It's like you guys talking. It's like you guys talking from a drainage, Street drainage. Hey kid.
Here's some candy.
Anyway,
Here's some candy.
no, I did watch your battle, your Actun.
Actun Cthulhu?
Yeah, it looked all right. Tons of dice.
Dude, okay, so I'll be honest with you guys. Actun Cthulhu is not the system for me. And I kind of mentioned that in the last video.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of cool aspects to it. They've got like magic and they got monsters and the minis are badass and everything. But the dystopian, dystopian legions mechanics is just, I don't know, man. It's just something about it. It's got that exploding dice mechanic.
Huh.
And you have it's like 40K has a shit ton of dice, right? But it's one color. In this game, there's 3 different colors.
Yeah, that's right. You had like a red, blue, and all that.
The black dice, if you roll a 6, it's just a 6. If it's a blue dice and you roll a 6, it counts as 2 6s. And then if you roll a red dice and you roll a 6, you just keep re-rolling that 6 until you stop rolling the 6s. So, and then it's like each weapon has different color blocks, and it's just, you got to buy a bunch of different dice. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
It sounds, a little complicated.
I mean, it's just different. It's not shitty. It's not bad. It's not. The mechanic works, but it's just
wasn't up your alley.
Yeah, it's just not really what we were in tune to. But we played 7 games of it because It's Weird War, and I mean, it's a cool. I mean, the guys who made it are all cool, and it's just the mechanics we just weren't really into that much. And then
Well,
there was a few things like you could summon some creatures, right? Some mythos creatures, and they didn't have stats for the creatures. So it's like you have three spells that your Nazi sorcerer could cast, but there's no stats for the creatures that he summoned. So it's just like you can't use them. I don't know.
What would be the point? It would have to have. How do you fight it then?
I don't know. I mean,
You said we need more than one dice to play Warhammer. I've been playing with one die. Maybe that's my problem.
Well, I mean, it definitely got up there in dice. That's for sure.
Yeah, well,
it's not quite Orc Imperial 40K player or Warhammer 40K player, but it got pretty close.
Well, I don't know. I think some rule systems we talked about in the past. I think it's like it's too much. Like you could condense it down a bit, make it. But then there's the challenge to learning a complicated system and getting it down and teaching your friends, and then there's that point of it too. So.
Well, the system isn't complicated. It's just it seems unnecessary complicated for what you're doing. I mean, they have like all these different. They call them steps. So like the section and the turn.
Yeah.
There's tons of them, and they're not saying that you use every step, but I mean, you go. I don't know. It just really it didn't vibe with us, as the kids would say. Vibe. It didn't vibe with us.
Is that what the kids say? I don't know.
So,
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Brian. You what?
A buddy of mine gave me a couple books to look at. These are role-playing games. Blades in the Dark.
Okay.
It's kind of like a self-contained, RPG with its own setting. It's really, really dark. You basically play as like a rogue group or gang or something in this small town. It's pretty good.
Wow.
And then he got Punkalopolyptic or whatever.
Punkalopolyptic. Yeah,
so this is it's basically like a road warrior, post-apocalyptic in the wasteland kind of game. It's just another generic. There's not a whole lot anything original to it, but I have to say the one thing about the rule book, it's a rule book that just gives two fucks. It's just how it's written. It's really funny how it's written. It's just like the wasteland are talking and everybody's cussing, and it's pretty funny. It's a good looking rule book though. But it looks like a fun game if you guys are into like post-apocalyptic kind of attitude kind of role-playing game. This is a pretty cool game. I think they came out with a miniatures game too.
Like I was wondering,
like a skirmish.
With these RPGs, can't you steal their stuff and make it into a miniature?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, like in my homebrew Weird War game. You can use spells and stuff, right? And you can pretty much use any spell from any game system that you want to use. You just roll. We have something that's called a skill check. And you basically roll it. If you pass it, you cast the spell, and depending on the size of the spell, it'll be a modifier to it to make it more difficult. But I mean, seriously, you can just okay, I want magic missiles in my game. Just use the magic missile designation. What it does, the mechanic of what it does from like D&D or Pathfinder or whatever, and just stick it in your game.
Cool.
Well, I mean, there's no reason why you can't make your own rules if that's what you want to do, man.
Yeah.
There's role playing. I just don't have enough people to do that. Clint has his own little group. But I like things like Stargate. So Stargate has an RPG. Mm-hmm. Aliens has an RPG. I don't know much about it, but I've seen the books, and I know they kind of got like their cult following on them. And then you've got, of course, Cyberpunk. It's all into the video game and,
yeah.
But they have miniatures too for Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So you could add to the role playing too, but
Well, when D&D did that with third party, contractual thing, when D&D 3.5 came out, basically, I guess Wizards of the Coast owned it by then. They basically gave out like you can you can use our mechanics for whatever you want, and that's when the D20 system. And then everybody had a rule book, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Robotech, every possible IP now had access to a proven role playing mechanic, and people took advantage of it. So everything and anything had My Little Pony, friggin' Star Blazers, G.I. Joe,
yeah,
everything.
it got kind of saturated.
It did, but the one cool thing is all the same mechanics. Everybody's playing the same mechanics, and I think it's still like that with fifth edition. I think they have a fifth edition third party contract, so pretty much anybody can just pay Wizard of the Coast or whoever has D&D now. I think it's still Wizard of the Coast or is it Hasbro? It's Hasbro. I think Hasbro bought Wizards of the
Did
Coast.
they buy them out? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's Hasbro.
So.
The parent company. Yeah. I don't know, but I hear D&D's dropping with a new edition coming up, 5.5. Yeah. I guess that hit the news this week. Another big thing that hit the news this week was Dust Studios. The guys who did make Dust Tactics, Dust 1940, went out of business.
Oh,
yeah, pretty shitty. Paulo, it's not funny, but I talked to Paulo several months ago, and I talk to him every once in a while online, and he was telling me that the company was having some problems. So I guess he finally closed it. So he's out of China, right? So I guess Chinese are throwing down all this new fees, and then with the pandemic and the shipping is insanity. It's nuts now.
Ridiculous.
So the guys who run Dust USA, the USA distributor, they were saying that they had an article. They were saying that they had a container ship with a container full of product. It's been sitting in the port of San Francisco or LA or whatever for 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah, there's ships out there that have been out there 6 and 8 months. They said.
Yeah, so it's just
it's causing problems everywhere. So
and they're saying the shipping cost. They said originally like a shipping like a semi trailer size shipping container, right? Usually costs $3,000 or something, right, to fill that bad boy and ship it. Well, now it's up to 7 to 10, and some people were saying that it could be up to they've seen it up to $35,000 just to ship.
Yeah, that's too much.
So, man, for a niche, kind of game and customer base, that's a lot of money, dude. It's a lot.
It is impacting our industry though, in our fun in the gaming world, because a lot of things are not coming in that you're starting to lose out of trying to find the stuff you need. Stores it's affecting, and you can already see that, at least in our area, what's happening with that. And
well, just in the States,
get worse.
The Postmaster General came out this week and said, okay, United States Postal Service, we're going to start, it's more expensive now, and the mail is slower.
30% slower. Yep.
It's like,
yep. Well,
how is that? It's like, how is that competing with UPS and FedEx? That ain't. It's they're trying to. You need to cut all the damn anyway. Don't get me started on government waste.
That's a different show, Brian. But the shipping part does affect when you're ordering even things like paints or whatever you're going to order. It's going to tie it up.
And it's not like
delays.
It's not like the brick and mortars are still around.
Nope, a lot of them died out. So
they're far and in between. So, and shipping from the UK, man, it's like, they got the valued added tax, and they've got, they're doing that they're not doing shipping as the actual shipping. It'll be a percentage of the total, or some shit.
It's just an excuse for more.
Yeah.
time.
So it's
But,
like, I mean, I get it,
Yeah.
but it's just like you're severing a whole, like, a whole group of, buyers because just the shipping's so expensive.
well, on the upside, Brian, Mini Wormut, Modifius now has an outlet in the States.
Yeah, in the U.S.
So now,
Oh, they got one in the
people
U.S. now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, because when we ordered all the Elder Scrolls Call to Arms stuff, all that was coming from overseas. Now they sent us a notification here: open your account here when you order it. We're in the States now.
Yep.
So any
That-
further ordering, I think that'll help too.
I mean, the world of the distributor is coming back where, you didn't need a third party, a year ago, because you could ship, the shipping was relatively, cheap. You can ship across the planet, but now it's just something happened. I mean, it just. No.
I know, but the thing on Modifius, the 5 parsecs book is like 10 to 15. It's $35 more than it was when I got from Miniature Market. Miniature Market has them on pre-order, and it's $22.99 there, $6 shipping. So
Yep.
it's pretty much $30. You go to Modifius site there, they're selling it for $35, but their shipping's $15.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
I mean, guys, if you don't know what Miniature Market is, that is the place for some cheap stuff, man. They are great.
It's a good place. Above from there. So
Now, see, my issue is, okay, so the Modifius U.S. site, they're sending them out. The core rule books are being sent out. Americans are getting them, and yet they haven't sent out their order to Miniature Market yet. They haven't received.
Yeah,
their
I don't understand.
that's weird.
I mean, I guarantee it's that shipping challenge that's going down.
It's amazing how we did all this shipping. There were never no problems. All of a sudden,
No.
we can't do
I
anything.
mean, we have a pen. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Are all
but-
the, man, like all the dock workers on strike? Are they lockdowns, or I mean, are all the shipping? I don't know. Is everybody are the ships faster now or some shit? I don't know. I mean, I'm ignorant to the whole chain of what's happened to have it collapse like it has.
Well,
Man.
yeah, it's very, very interesting if you look at it. But
So if anybody
that's all I can
listening,
say.
yeah, if anybody listening is like a dock worker or a yardsman or something, drop in, man. Tell us what the hell's going down.
Well, it depends on what story you read too. I know
That's true.
You'll see the picture, the same picture, and then it's
That's
different
true.
stories, and you're like, "This is the same picture, you guys." So until they sort it out, I mean, it's creating shortages on everything though. So
the one thing about Modifius, I'm playing their Octoon Cthulhu. I don't play their role playing game. I play the skirmish, which is the miniatures game. The U.S. Store doesn't offer the miniatures for sale, so you still got to buy that stuff from the U.K. So it's like, unless you pay for the expensive shipping, or you're buying it secondhand in the States somewhere, you eBay is your best bet, or whatever.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you can usually look around and find some deals. Just depends on where you find them at.
That's why.
eBay's
Go ahead.
the deals in eBay are far and in between nowadays, man. In my opinion, I don't really find a whole lot of like deals on eBay anymore.
No, not really. So, Facebook Marketplaces seems to be a hot spot. So,
Yeah.
but that's
I haven't used that as a buying portal because I mean, there's no like guarantee that anybody's going to ship anything.
they have security. They have
Do they now?
The buyer protections on there. Yeah,
Oh, cool! I
okay.
didn't know that.
yeah.
So you can ship, I know that, but I've used that to sell locally,
Yeah.
items you don't need, but I haven't used that I don't have really anything to ship, to be honest with you.
That's
I've
where
always been hesitant with the YouTube or the Facebook Market or whatever because they didn't have like the protections that like eBay would. But now that they do, that's a good resource.
So that's
gotta
where I
try to-
got the core set, the Star Wars Imperial Assault. I got that with shipping for $32.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
that's
wow.
awesome.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah. So still haven't opened up and painted it.
You got them and you got to paint them. Yeah, it's a never-ending battle, really.
Well, it's 90% painting and 10% playing.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's where we're at right now. We're stuck. We got to do some painting, like bad.
Well, that's what happens in the hobby. You see this, you start and you buy something out, and there's more talking about what you're going to do, all your strat. I mean, the playing is like the very smallest part of it, you know. We could sit here and have a 4-hour discussion, right, on how to play, but then turn around and say we can't do a 2-hour game.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm just saying it's not a bad thing. It's
Well,
just,
and then the new miniatures come out. Then you're totally, what was I talking about? And you're
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
you see those people are like, it's a pile of shame. I'm like, no, it's a pile of happiness that you left there for future use.
That's funny.
There's no shame. I guess you know what I could do? I could look on the internet here for $1 or $2, buy me some sort of degree, and help people with their wargaming hobby addictions.
Yeah.
I could just be there to talk to them. Like this
Just
is group right here. This is group.
Yeah, it's a group. We're at group here. It's like, hello, my name is Brian, and I have a miniatures addiction. Hello, Brian. Everybody's like, hello, Brian.
Hello, Brian. You know how your doctor said to join a group? That there's the gamers and coffee group. Yeah, group therapy. We'll help you out. Somebody will. Yeah.
That's the other thing that's another reason I got into Zombicide so much is because I could use all those miniatures for other games, man.
That's
cool though. You're getting your money out of it, man.
That's the thing, dude. I mean, that's why I don't play like 40K. I don't play a lot of, I don't play fantasy. It's just because they don't cross well with the stuff that I like to play. So it's just.
Yeah, but you're kind of grumpy about GW though.
Oh man, I did my time with GW. That's past. Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah.
It's not the business model for me.
No,
so
I know.
Support.
Well, if they warm up, you can take those figures that you painted, which you do a good job on, by the way, and you can use those in other scenarios, other games, and you're getting more versatility out of it. Then why not?
Get more money worth. Yeah.
Yeah, buy the game. You've got the game. Then see, there you go. Then you can do something else with them too.
I mean, guys, this is the game. This is the golden age of gaming, man. We got companies that are making some small companies making fantastic products, and there's no reason, I call it free range gaming, where you use whatever line you want, whatever you want to do. And that's what we do. And I think game systems that are set up to allow for, just any use with any mini line is going to be more successful.
Yeah. I mean, you got to enjoy what you're doing. That's my thing. If you like this game and you enjoy it, fine. You like this other game, fine. And so I've talked to people here and there, and they're like, oh, well, you don't just play this. No, I don't just play it. That's why I say I'm like the pachinko ball. It's everywhere. Yeah. If it's gaming, we can talk about whatever this show, whatever the next show. It's not specific, and that's cool, though, because then I learn a lot of things I didn't learn. Other people come and learn, and we have fun.
Yeah. So,
what are you working on, Brian?
It's the TT Combat Wild West Industrial, Wild West Old Mining Town.
Oh, okay.
Or mining.
I hear you cutting stuff off the sprue.
Yeah. Here's like the Prospectors building.
No, that's cool.
One of the carts go inside there or something like that. So
that's MDF stuff.
MDF,
yeah. And there's the other one, and then I just finished painting up all the tracks. There's
for the train. That's cool.
For the mining cards, I did order the old steam engine that I'm gonna have in the train station. So on the outside of the Wild West will be a train station with train on it and stuff. So maybe you do a train heist or something. Or
Is that historical Western or is it like weird Western or whatever?
it's whatever you want to make it. That's why I was showing them the guys this.
There you go, Brian.
Fistful of lead. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, fistful of lead. That's what I'm gonna use. So
who publishes that?
Jay Wiley, Wiley's Games.
Okay.
I call him the Baron.
The Baron, huh?
Baron Wiley. I should be getting his. He's dropping the whole fantasy one out. Yeah, October 8th. So next week.
Oh.
He's got a whole fantasy thing of this coming out now. He's got huh?
You're in Arizona, right? New Mexico?
Yeah. Arizona, yeah.
I think Ed Texiria of 2 Hour War Games is out there now. He's living out in Arizona.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he was here in Texas, but he moved out there. So I mean, anyway, 2 Hour War Games has a pretty cool Western stuff in it.
Yeah, I was looking at all the there's tons of Western games, and when I came across Wiley's games, I was like, you know what, this one's easy to learn real fast, and the turns are card based, so you can use a regular set of 52 cards, or here.
Wow. Dead Man's Hands.
Dead Man's Hands.
Yeah.
Wild West Exodus.
Yep.
But these are optional. This is just if you want to buy them, but you can use a regular 52 card set. He sells these too. Like here's the 52 card set of Fistful of Lead. I haven't even opened it up yet. Oh yeah, I have.
Oh wow.
And it's all card. The turns are card based, and there's special cards in here. So how many miniatures you have? Say if you have 5 miniatures, you get 5 cards. Your opponent, there's a solo version of this. Your opponent, five cards. You deal them out, and it always goes from kings down. All right. So when you start, who's got the kings? Well, then you have to go by suit. King of spades. Anything spades is going to be higher than anything than a hearts, diamonds, and clubs.
Gotcha.
Clubs is the lowest. Spades, diamonds, hearts, clubs. That's the turn sequence. And so when you do, you deal it out, shuffle it, blah, blah, blah. And they have, see if I can do this right. Okay, so here's your cards.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see, I suck at this camera stuff. But say like you got a special one here, like this Queen of Spades. If you draw that out, it says recover from a pin.
Oh, okay.
So you can take a pin off or whatever. Queen of Hearts, which is the real valuable one, because you can never get rid of your wounds unless you have a Queen of Hearts. It's a recover from wound.
Oh, okay.
And you get like 3 wounds in the games, and then on the 3rd wound, you bled out and you're dead. So, anyways, I'm just giving like a brief overview of all this stuff.
That's cool.
That's kind of an interesting take, though.
Yeah, and see, like Fistful of Lead, you put your gang and all that and stuff. You got campaigns, record it, and go from one game to another, blah, blah, blah. You can make your own character record sheets right there.
Oh.
And you play by traits. You get traits. That's your skills. There is no point system. That's what's neat too. You don't have to. It's like, well, I want this guy. It's gonna cost you 20 points. No, there's none of that involved at all. You don't have to worry about points. It's a good game just to get you going, and play. But like movement, if you're mounted, you can move 8 inches, wagon 6 inches, whatever, and you can add whatever to the game that you want. So, it has the weapons on there. And, you have your short range and your long range, typical stuff like that. So, and it's all D10. It's a D10 kind of game. So, yeah, I'm just touching from here to here and everywhere on this thing. So,
I think Wild West Exodus is coming out with a new edition too.
Wild West Exodus, I do like. Is it War Cradle that does their terrain, their buildings?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! Now that's more of a
fantasy,
like a Westworld almost kind of thing.
It's like a weird West.
So, but yeah, for each of his games, you could buy these cards that fit with it, but really you just need a regular old 52 card set. And
That's
the
more
first,
fun though, if they're printed up that way.
yeah, the first World War II system I played back in the 90s, Battleground World War II, used uh, a random initiative system with cards. You just
Yeah.
like you attach a unit to a card and you shovel up and whoever
oh yeah,
came up
I think
first.
it's fun because it's random and it's like it's not like
Yep.
okay I go okay you go now.
That's true.
as
Try
long
to
as
make
it's
it.
easy.
Well, and that's the other thing. What was it talking? Like war games. Really, like in real war, there's nothing's balanced. There isn't a balance in it.
Well, it's like, I mean,
It's
that's
unfair. They have artillery.
well, see, that's the whole thing, man. It's like, playing war games. If you're playing war games, I mean, there's no war's been equal on equal footing and all that
Yeah.
crap and whatever. And the whole point's, I mean, again, I'm a bash GW because they're the biggest guy on the block. It's designed for tournament play. It's designed for quote unquote fairness, and it's not, because you get a FAQ every week saying that okay, these rules are jacked, they're not quite fair, and blah 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 blah. And so everybody gets caught up in what's fair and what not for the points and blah blah blah. It's just like, don't play that way. Just like the Eldar, D cannon is better than a scatter laser or whatever. So just get over it.
It's just like the World War II gaming. I mean, you can bash the Germans, but in the war, they had the better equipment. Their stuff was
You know,
it was
and it's
just
right.
superior, and so that's why. Because I hear, oh well, you
But
support
then
the fact. I'm like,
it-
no. If you're
It wasn't superior because it was overcomplicated. They didn't have the chain, the supply chain to maintain it, and their crews were all like kids because all the veterans are dead or they're leading the units. So it's like there's nothing fair. I mean, you can have a Tiger tank, man. It's like a King Tiger. It's ready to rock and
a
roll,
lot of damage, man. up
but you
front.
don't have any gas, and you got a 16-year-old kid commanding the damn thing, and you got So
But
yeah,
what I mean is, stats wise, if you're playing a World War II game, like a tabletop miniatures game, their stuff is better than. I mean, their tanks were better than the Sherman. Right?
it is. No, it
The
was.
Shermans were just death traps, and so I don't know. It's not really. You can't balance. You can't put those two pieces of armor out and go. We have to balance them. Well, you can't, because in real life they were not balanced by a long shot.
Well, that's why it took what, how many, like 4 Shermans were killed for every one Tiger or every one Panzer
like
IV
4
or
or
whatever.
5.
Yeah, so it's just like you can't balance it because there is no balance. But I get it. You don't want a game where you get pile drived or whatever. But I don't know, this whole idea of fairness. What?
Well, Mythos has a point here. He says,
I just said fairness.
I hate playing a game where you're completely railroaded and it's one-sided. And
that's
I
true.
agree with that. Where do you draw the quote balance that they're talking about to make it a little better? But some things are just going to be.
But I think it's a testament to the rule mechanics. If you can't, as an underdog, win still, you know what I mean? I mean, it's just the mechanic should be where an underdog player, should be able to outflank or be wily or whatever, and like use real world tactics or whatever to like try to overcome a superior, force, like in reality. But the mechanics are designed for uniformity, so it's like it has to be balanced, or you get an unbalanced game. So I mean, it's a never-ending battle. That's why we have new systems. Like the system starts to go over. We need a new codex because that one's just way too powerful. Let's do another FAQ.
Well, and the other thing is, really, when it still all comes down to die roll.
Well, and that's true too.
A lot of it does, because if you roll bad, you roll bad, man.
You roll bad, hey.
And the dice gods are fickle, man.
Yeah.
They are fickle.
Well, you guys, I'm going to have to kind of end it here because I guess my...
No, I'm on here. We're on for another hour.
Oh, another hour? Well, my daughter's going to have to bring the food over then.
That's right. You begged, you wanted me on here. I'm here.
Hey, man, yeah, that's right. You set up this thing
pay the piper.
Pay
That's
the
right.
piper.
You got to pay the price.
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm
paid the
good.
price, Brian. I think
That's
I'm
fine.
trying to get through
I know, brother. I
a
know.
lot of things, but
We have
yeah, I mean,
brats for dinner.
you are.
What's that?
We're having brats for dinner.
Ooh, brats. Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
I'm having
mac and cheese.
I'm having ribs.
Thank
Really?
you, Mythos.
Ribs.
Mythos says it was a good show.
Measles, I love
Warmer.
you.
Ah,
Oh,
There you
look
go.
at that.
that's cute. That's cool. That's what I mean. It's like
That's
water.
for another podcast too.
Yeah,
Gamers with Coffee Only Fans edition. Huh?
Gamers with infatuations.
All gamers have infatuations. They're
I still like
one
gamers
orange or
with
another.
issues.
Yeah, it usually goes. It's either infatuation with pewter or plastic.
Infatuation. Ooh. Rod Stewart.
But
Oh.
all right then, Greg.
Yeah.
Good seeing you.
Yeah,
Brian,
good
it's a
seeing you,
pleasure,
Greg,
man.
Brian, you're awesome, just like all the Brians.
Hell yeah, we are.
All Bryans are awesome. Yeah, there you
That's
go.
right.
Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Totally,
And
dude.
Vinny Warmut, I'm glad you joined in, and you're welcome to anytime you want. You guys, we're really not that screwy. We're just have fun. You know what I mean? I think we broke a lot of the standard rules, but that's okay. You know?
They'll have to come up with a new FAQ for it, right? Because of the Bryans mixing it
Listen to
up.
Brian's mixing it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
All
true.
right.
All right, guys. You guys
All
have
right,
a good
you
one.
guys. All right. Take it easy,
ya.
guys.
Take it easy.
Bye, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brian. Thank you guys for showing up. I greatly appreciate it. You guys all have a good night. Thanks.